Bar and Lounge and one of the Lean Rocket local fellows, Sandie Yeager. Hi, Sandie.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Good to see you. It's always good.
Yeah, how's the outdoor food truck summer season been?
Pretty good. It's been a little bit slower than last year. I lost my partner, I think I had mentioned before, at the beginning of the year. So I've mostly been focusing on corporate functions and a few different parties. And
Nellie,
yes.
she's left. She moved to Florida.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Well, what about
January this
January?
year. Yeah,
Hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Hope she's in a spot.
I know. I have to talk to her.
You've got a beautiful. Here are some shots from some of the events you've been at. But you could be doing just food trucks, but you're doing more corporate type.
Corporate functions, weddings, that type of thing is really beneficial for people who are inviting a large group of people, but you want to make sure that you're including everyone in your beverage selections and making sure that they have something that they could drink. There are people who are on medication, who simply don't drink, who would like to just try something else. Some you can step back from the normal amount that you are drinking and split that with non-alcohol type products and wean yourself off, or if you're going to be the designated driver, those types of things. There's just so many options. There's more options than juice and fruit and pop.
Yeah, and usually there aren't even those options. It's water, right?
Right. Water.
We've got water.
Yeah, and pretend you have a cocktail, because otherwise sometimes you're criticized because, come on, let's have a good time.
Just have one. So this has really been, I think, a part of a movement to enjoy non-alcohol.
And it's Sober October, they're calling it. We have Dry January, this is Sober October. So we're going to be doing some different cocktails, trying to bring in some spooky kind of flavors and maybe some smoke with the drinks and, some butterfly pea kind of tea makes the, butterflies don't. But anyway, it makes a different color in the drink. It kind of makes it mysterious.
You know what I like the most is that you don't try to replicate so that people say, oh, this tastes just like a gin and tonic.
Right, yep. I'm going to make you a drink if you don't mind while we're talking, and that way you can see what you like. This is a product called Amethyst that's made by a distiller, Burnt Church Distillery in the Carolinas, which we won't know. I don't know how they're doing, but they make bourbon. They found out 20% of the visitors to their tasting room at the bourbon factory are not drinkers, and so they came up with it looks like vodka, but it's a flavor, many different flavors. This one's grapefruit basil, and this is one that is really great with a lemonade or a fever tree. Let me pour a little bit of this in here for you, there you go, if you'd like to taste one.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm going to help myself
have some too. Yeah.
Make sure what you're eating when Hitler had a taster.
Well, that's refreshing. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Get a little spice to it, so you can feel like you can sip it. You don't have to drink it down so fast or anything. But yeah, I really like the flavor of their products.
Yeah, the flavors on your drinks, they're complex, so they're not. You don't even feel like you would want to guzzle this.
And it's not a fruity, juicy, sugary drink. Most of my beverages that I use, I try to have a low amount of sugar, if not zero. A lot of people who don't drink it's because of the diabetes or sugar intake. People, when I stopped drinking wine, I lost weight without even trying, and I should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, alcohol is sugar and calories.
Yes, yep.
You were a couple of things I want to ask you about because one was quite an honor, and that was to be at Michigan Central.
Yes, yep, that was really exciting. The founders, they have a founders club, and they reached out to me. Bamboo Detroit is a lot like Lean Rocket. It's a program they offer in the Detroit and Ann Arbor area, and they had me at one of their events, and then the Founders Club was there, and they hired me to do just for about 200 people of their founders members, a private event. So I really enjoyed doing that. What I liked about it too was that in the larger cities, it's people are looking for it a little bit more. So everyone was excited that we were there to share our beverages with them.
Yeah, it's an expectation.
Yeah.
But you're becoming more and more a fixture at events in our community, weddings and corporate. Really, that's and I think that's where you're guiding your business.
I would like to do more of those and weddings type of thing. It's hard for me to bring all of my product and never knowing what the weather's going to be like and make sure that everyone has a good experience. The experience for me is the aspect of sitting and talking about the flavor of the cocktail. When you're at a food truck or another event, the focus is on getting refreshment and watching the event, where I'd like to incorporate more of people sitting down and talking about the different flavors and the nuances and the memory that it might bring to them. So coffee shops, people want to get together to have a drink. Well, if they don't drink, they go have a cup of coffee, and that's wonderful, and people are meeting in those areas. But there are bars where people meet, and maybe you don't feel comfortable in a bar. So to create another atmosphere where you can sit and enjoy a beverage and catch up with a friend without having a sugar drink or an alcohol drink, I think is beneficial.
Well, I think you're providing a great service.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now, being a Lean Rocket Local Fellow, being part of the entrepreneurship program presented by Lean Rocket and American One.
American One, yes.
How has that helped you, particularly considering that your business changed with Jasnelli moving to Florida, your partner?
They've been a foundation of support. Everyone that I went through the class with, and even other class members from other graduating groups, we're also supportive of each other. We want to keep entrepreneurship growing in Jackson and to help each other. There's so many different people right here downtown, and that's one of the things that American One and Lean Rocket have been doing, is helping those entrepreneurs see how they can get a storefront or reach out to more customers. And some of them are joining together. I know Murphy's downtown here, they've housed a lot of different products from some of the other members.
I would say the mark of the program's success is the success that the fellows have had. All the ones we've featured, they're off and running, including you.
Yep, thank you.
Well, thanks for the drink. It's awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers, and continued best wishes. You can find out more about Zero Bar and Lounge online. They have a website, social media, and you'd love to hear from people, wouldn't you?
I would, absolutely.
Sandie Yeager,
Thanks for
owner,
having
Zero
me.
Bar and Lounge. We've got some things